friends, today I'm sharing the ultimate ways to organize all your photos and videos that you are never overwhelmed ever again. If you have a ton of photos and videos that you haven't organized already, we are going to overhaul them. Then I will be sharing how to set up systems to ensure your photos and videos are properly saved so that they never take up space on your phone again. Then I will be sharing how to keep your photos and videos easily organized moving forward. And lastly, I'll be sharing how to create keepsakes, including photobooks, montages for events, and gifts for your loved ones. And real quick, if you haven't joined my digital organizing challenge yet, it is available for you in my freebie library in the description box below. In the first week, we overhauled our emails and we got our emails down to a 0 inbox. In the second week, we organized our computers. In the third week, we organized our phones. And this week, everything that is outlined here in this video will be in an easy to reference calendar and guide in my digital organizing challenge. So first things first, if you have a ton of photos and videos on your phone, we are going to overhaul them now because we need to get the bulk organizing done first so that we can manage things properly moving forward. So here's what you'll do. This may take some time depending on how many photos and videos you have. However, this is the quickest way to get things off of your phone and onto a drive and macro organized for now so that we can do the next steps properly. So remember, the first step to organizing any space anywhere that I shared in my previous video, and what every organizer will tell you, is you always declutter first. So the first thing you are going to do is you are going to delete photos and videos that you do not want to save. Just get rid of the excess now. The excess will be things that you've taken multiple photos and videos of, and you're gonna just keep your favorites. Then all you're gonna do is you're going to transfer everything to a drive. If you have an external hard drive, even better. But for now, start with an internet drive. And you're going to organize everything by month and year, and that's it. We will micro organize everything later, but for now, let's move on to the next step where we set up systems to maintain your photos and videos moving forward. So now I'm sharing 2 different systems you can choose from in order to consistently move your photos off of your phone and into a drive. So the first system is to automatically sync your gallery on your phone to automatically transfer your photos and videos to a drive of your choice. You can choose Google Drive, which can be a great choice if you want to create photo books, which I will share more on near the end of this video. Or you could use OneDrive like I have here. And if you are an Amazon Prime member, you actually have unlimited photo storage. In any case, whichever drive you choose, you will go to your gallery and select to sync your photos to your drive. Then you can delete your photos and videos from your phone regularly, like once a week, because they will automatically be uploaded to the drive. The second system I suggest, instead of automatically syncing your phone to upload your photos and videos to the drive, is to schedule uploading your photos and videos to a drive once per week. This can be very helpful if you take multiple photos and videos of the same thing until you have one that you like. So that way you can scroll through, choose your favorite, delete the rest before it ever even gets uploaded to a drive. And I recommend doing this immediately after you take the photos and videos. That way, 1, you will know if you got a good photo or video, so that you know if you need to take another one. And 2, you will free up space on your phone immediately so that you're not taking up a bunch of memory and storage on your phone. If you aren't able to automatically sync your phone to upload the photos and videos once per week, you will want to schedule a reminder to do this once per week or per month, whichever you prefer, but I don't suggest going longer than 1 month. For whichever of these systems you decide to use, you will again want to organize all your photos and videos per month by year. And if you would like, you could also create folders for events within each month of the year. Then these events will actually be searchable if you name them by the event, like Emma's 7th birthday. And even if you don't create folders named by event, you can still find these photos and videos pretty easily because for the most part, you remember people's birthdays and anniversaries. And if you don't, then what I suggest as a bonus tip is to add into your contacts everyone's birthdays and anniversaries. And another reason why it's helpful to, at minimum, organize your photos by month and year is, let's say you go on a vacation, you kind of know what season you went. You typically know what month, but at least by season you can narrow it down, and then you'll be able to find a vacation photo by year and month pretty easily. So once you've set up these systems, this is how you will maintain them moving forward. On a daily basis, if you use the second system outlined previously, you will simply be sure to choose your favorite photos and videos if you've taken multiples of the same thing and delete the rest. On a weekly basis, if you use the first system that I previously outlined, you will delete all your photos and videos from your phone Then you will go into your drive and delete any photos and videos that you do not want. And if you use the second system as previously outlined, since you've already deleted the photos and videos that you don't want, you're just going to upload all of the photos and videos from that week to your drive. Then on a monthly basis, for whichever system you use, if your drive doesn't already automatically create month and year folders, you will create those. Then you will also upload your photos and videos to an external hard drive. So what this does, it allows you to ensure that you never lose these photos and videos. So if anything happened to one or the other, you always have a backup. It's rare that both will be affected at the same time. So if you happen to damage your hard drive, then you can replace the hard drive. And if you happen to lose an internet drive, then just create a new drive and take everything from the hard drive and transfer it to your new drive. So you will always have two places where your photos and videos are safely saved. Then the last monthly step that you will do that a lot of people forget about until their phone gives them warnings that they're having issues with their memory and storage is that you will empty your trash. It's so simple. You just go to your gallery. You probably have 3 dots that you need to go to, and then you're gonna go to empty your trash. So now let's get to what you will do on an annual basis. And this is where things get special. So annually, you will gather your most special memories for purposes like creating photo books or gifts for loved ones and montages for the future. And you may be like, what? Montages for the future? So let me tell you, me and my best friend, we've done our fair share of weddings and events. And what always happens is that couples or parents are overwhelmed because it takes so long. Whether they're creating a montage for their wedding or where parents are creating montages for their children's milestone birthdays. Real quick, if you don't know what a montage is, it's basically a reel of photos and videos that you usually share at a beautiful event like a wedding or a milestone birthday. So, to save you heartache and time, to ensure you save your most special memories for these events, here is what you can do depending on the event. For your children's milestone birthdays like a quinceañera, a sweet 16, a debut, future wedding, I suggest selecting 3 to 5 videos per year and putting them into a folder labeled with the name of the future event. And a bonus thing is that you could use these for any of these events, and you can recycle them from a quinceañera or sweet 16 or debut and use them also for their wedding. By that time, your children get to choose if they will use those photos and videos, but it's nice to have that ready for them. And for engaged couples, I suggest selecting 1 to 2 photos or videos per month that you have been together and putting them into a folder labeled for your wedding. Then when the event comes up, all you have to do is compile it all into a video and you're done. You're welcome. Now let's cover other keepsakes you can create annually, now that your photos and videos are nicely organized. There are a lot of photo printing services you can use, but here are a few to choose from depending on your lifestyle. I cannot feel my leg. Like, really cannot feel it. Like, it's dead. It feels like it's gonna fall off. If you prefer to keep things super simple, you can use Google Photos to create photo books. They have a super straightforward system where you can even just search your photos by topic. It'll automatically upload those photos for you. Then you just add titles and... You okay, Phoebo? Okay. And that's it, and you choose a soft cover or hardcover. Another option is if you are good about curating your Instagram feed, you can use a service like Chatbooks. It's so easy. They automatically compile a book from your feed. So if you are one to consistently post to social media, this one is for you. Another great option is if you want to be able to choose from multiple templates and customize a book, then you can use a service like Mixbook. They have lots of options to choose from, including full photo pages. There's something about a full photo that prints to the edges that looks so nice. And finally, for those who like to share a lot of written stories, I suggest Storyworth. I actually heard about Storyworth from Brittany Rasur, who shared it in her stories on Instagram, and her dad was so sweet. She asked her dad how she felt about it because she gives it to him every year, and it was the sweetest thing. He's like, I love this gift. It's like sharing love. I'm like, so sweet. So how Storyworth works is it automatically sends questions to the recipient once per week for them to answer. throughout the year. Then at the end of the year, these stories and memories are printed into a book. An extra special thing is that you can choose the questions that get sent to the recipient. On top of that, I think it would be great if you select a photo that you send to the recipient and ask them to share the story behind the photo. I mean, that just sounds amazing. And on my digital organizing challenge, I will link a lot more printing services that you can use that make sense for your lifestyle. So don't forget, everything that is outlined in this video is compiled into an easy to reference calendar and guide in my digital organizing challenge in my freebie library, which is in the description box below. So in my next video, I could share my kitchen organization, my closet organization, purse organization, inside the purse organization. Vote in the comments below. Let me know which one you want to see first. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy organizing! So that you're never overwhelmed ever again.